Hi guys, welcome to howtoimprovemygolf.com. I'm Chris Fletcher.
And I'm Andy Carter, and today we're talking about setup, ball position, hand position, and the influences that they will have over your golf shots. And it's something that's probably overlooked or maybe just a little bit relaxed on by a lot of golfers, probably me included, to be honest with you, from time to time. But it'll have a massive effect on ball striking, the club face angle at impact, therefore the actual overall direction of your shots. So we're going to talk to you today about, we're basically going to go through the backs from pitching wedge all the way up to the driver, and Chris is going to just stand here and demonstrate. We've got some alignment sticks on the ground, so the yellow line is going to represent his target line, so he's going to be stood parallel to the target line with his feet, and then the club face is going to be at a 90-degree angle to the target line. The orange line is going to represent the ball's position in relation to his feet. And we're also going to talk about the hands and obviously where they're going to be positioned in the body. So Fletcher's out with a pitching wedge.
Yeah, start with a pitching wedge. So where would you like this, Andy?
So ball position, we're going to put this in the centre. What I'd like to see generally with the irons is sand wedge, pitching wedge, or obviously lob wedge, gap wedge and all that. Pitching wedge, 9-iron, 8-iron and 7-iron in the centre of the stance with the club face 90 degrees onto the target. Therefore your shoulders, hips, thighs, knees and feet all parallel to the target line, okay? One quick note as to where the hands are on this one as well. So we're going to get the shaft of the club slightly leaning towards the target with the left hand on the inner left thigh. Therefore we've got a little bit of a leading shaft lean towards the target with the shorter clubs. This is going to help Chris get that descending blow into the ball as well. But if Chris was to put this ball position over here, not only are we going to add a little bit of loft, but because the club's a lot shorter, coming back into impact, it's going to be really difficult for Chris to strike the ball consistently. So we want to make sure that the ball position, certainly with the wedges and the irons, we're going to be hitting down on the ball. So using the club's length, we're going to put the ball further back and not make sure it goes anywhere near towards that left side, because that's what we see quite a lot of. We see too many golfers putting the club to the ball position too far to the left. So
too far forward, yeah.
Too far forward into the stance.
Yeah, it's like when you had me here, what was quite interesting is that I'm going to be hitting that probably in my upward arc.
Exactly.
So if I've got a pitching wedge in hand, as Andy says, first of all the loft of the club is going to be increased, then I'm probably going to hit a lot of thin shots.
Yeah.
Because for me to actually get down on that means I have to shift my body axis way left.
Yeah, it's also going to obviously hinder swing path as well.
Yeah,
and
out to in.
If your bottom of your swing is in the centre, probably where it should have been, if you don't thin the ball, you'll probably fat it. You'll probably catch it a good couple of inches behind the ball. So with the shorter club, it's absolutely vital that the ball position is in a good position. If Chris manages to nip that ball up nice and clean, the chances are he's probably added loft to it as well. So again, we're not really maximising the distance that club should be going. So that's going to go all the way up from the pitching wedge up to the 7-iron. Then we're going to move Chris over to a 5-iron.
5-iron, okay.
And
where would you like me here?
With this one, as he's already doing, just going to shuffle it ever so slightly further forward. Now, I think ball position sometimes can be too complicated. We always talk about maybe bringing it forward an inch or so for every club, or half an inch for every club, and we can't gauge that on a regular basis. And we're changing our width of stance. So with a 5-iron, we're generally going to be stood a little bit wider with the feet as opposed to a pitching wedge. So the actual stability of the swing will obviously be a lot more difficult with a longer club. That's why he's gone wider. But we've got the ball position here now just forward of centre. So with the longer club, it's still going to deliver a descending blow into the ball. The bottom of his swing is going to go a bit further forward. Again, if he gets stuck, if it goes too far forward, we're going to hinder strike. Too far back as well, if we hit the ball too early. The club face won't have squared off, but also we might come into the ball a little bit too steep as well. So ball position there, just forward of centre. Hand position as well, we're talking about the hands going more in towards that left inside of the left thigh as well. So again, making sure that the shaft is slightly leaning towards the target. Body weight with the 5-iron, we're about 50-50?
50-50 for me.
Yep. So if you're a player that likes to shift a little bit more weight to your left hand side, I think that's not really a problem unless it's done so marginally. ever so slightly. Sometimes it gives the players the confidence that they're going to hit down on the ball and transfer more weight. But generally, I would always say kind of 50-50 as well.
Yeah.
Once we move from 5-iron, a lot of golfers, a lot of clubs end at the 5-iron or even end at a 6-iron, and we get onto these, the hybrids. And the simplest explanation for this, for me, is exactly the same.
And for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, we see a lot of, it's a grey area this to talk, and you see a lot of pros who will say, oh yeah, you just move it forward a little bit. And that gets too complicated for golfers then. So we work on 3 positions. You have the pitching wedge in the middle, that's up to 7-iron, then we're talking the 6 to the longer stuff. We go in the same position as what we was with the 5-iron with the rescue. So just left of centre. Because
with the hybrid, we still want to hit down on the ball. We're still kind of treating it as an iron. It's an iron on the leg.
It is played like an iron, isn't it?
It's basically an iron. We want to be hitting down on the ball. We don't want to hit too far down on the ball. That's why the ball position is not in the centre of the stance. So it's a longer club, so the bottom of the arc's going to be a little bit further forward. We're going to try and get the lift on the ball, obviously, but we're not trying to really hit steep into the back of the ball. Again, hand position just on the inside of that left thigh, so we keep it nice and consistent. It's not a driver, so we're keeping the body weight nice and 50-50. Yeah. We're going to come on to the driver in a second, because that's another little grey area. So simplify your ball positions. Just 3 ball positions, as Chris said. Make sure the hybrid, whether it's a 3, 4, 2 hybrid, 1 hybrid, 6 hybrid, make sure they're all just forward of centre, like you would do with a long iron as well. And big dog. Where is it? There she is. So, ball position with the driver. We're going to put this slightly further forward again. So this is our 3rd ball position, and it's going to be around about an inch or so on the inside of the left heel. And again, the hands are going to be in line with the left thigh. And some golfers are different now. This is where body weight comes into it. Are you different? Are you 50-50, or are you left side or right side?
To be honest, I don't think about it too much, but when I'm thinking now, my hips are further forward, so I do feel like I have probably about maybe 60 on the right. What I really focus on is getting the shoulders in the launch position, because we're hitting the ball on the up with the driver. That's why we have it tee it high, let it fly.
That's the one. Tee it high, let it fly. Ball positions further forward. Technically, again, the bottom of the swing is going to be around about here.
Yeah.
But by the time we come back into the ball, we're on our way up. We've got, like Chris says, he's got the shoulders arched up towards the sky, so we're trying to increase that launch angle. So just tee it high, let it fly. Getting them all in there.
Yeah. So guys, like I've got a 9.5 degree here. Yeah, we're going to have some dynamic loft in the swing. The launch angle at impact for optimum distance, they say, with the TrackMans and the flight scopes, they want it to be launching at impact at 13.5 with less spin.
Yes.
So to get that, you have to hit on the up.
Yep.
So tee it up and give it a rip.
Tee it up and give it a rip. That didn't rhyme.
Right. I'll work on the second one next time. As Andy said, key points to note: the ball position. So we have middle, forward of middle, then left heel, depending on which clubs. That will be showing up on the screen now. Another important part is that the butt of the club always goes to the leading. If you're a right-handed golfer, to the left thigh, so leading thigh, opposite way round for the left-handed. So the groin, the left-hand side, we don't want to see it so far forward. We don't want to see it too far behind. Just so it's aiming in the direction towards that left thigh. Yeah.
Perfect. So guys, any comments on that, please write them below. It's a really, really important area for being on the golf course. It's something that gets overlooked really easily, and sometimes it can be overly kind of confused with where exactly this ball position should be. So just drum it down to 3. You're still going to be hitting the ball in the correct positioning in terms of hitting down on the ball or hitting up on the ball, whether it be a wedge or a driver. So keep it simple and you won't go too far wrong.
Yeah guys, so give that a try. Write comments, we want to know with the practice sessions on the range how it's gone. Give us your feedback. Also, if you like the video, thumbs up, click subscribe, press the bell to get active notifications.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding. Check us on all our social media platforms. We are available on
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
YouTube, as you know. and we look forward to seeing you again next time.
See you soon.
Bye.